A Dream by Edgar Allan Poe. In visions of the dark night, I have dreamed of joy departed, but a walking dream of life and light hath left me broken-hearted. Ah, what is not a dream by day, to him whose eyes are cast on things around him with a ray, turned back upon the past. That holy dream, while all the world were chiding, hath cheered me as a lovely beam, a lonely spirit guiding. What through that light, through storm and night, so trembled from afar? What could there be more purely bright in truth's day star? The meaning derived from this poem is that reality is a nightmare that can only be escaped through dreams.
To start, the tone and mood of the poem, A Dream, is largely affected by both the Gothic era that it was written during, as well as events taking place in Edgar Allan Poe's personal life at the time. A Dream was written during the Romantic era, which was a popular style of poetry from 1750 to 1870. Romanticism usually depicts emotional matters in an imaginative form and almost always emphasizes individuality, imagination, and emotion. Romanticism may have had an influence on A Dream by Poe because throughout the entire poem, the speaker is expressing depressing emotions, and the speaker's only way to escape reality is through their imaginative dreams.
A Dream was written during the Gothic time period and incorporates many of its principles. Gothic poetry provides a sense of gloom or terror, which is a recurring theme in A Dream. Speakers of Gothic poems typically attempt to escape their reality, however then find it is inescapable. This is the same situation as the speaker in A Dream, as they believe dreams are the only way to avoid a terrible reality. Gothic poetry viewed life as tragic and menacing, which relates to a dream as it is about reality being an awful place. The Gothic time period has a clear influence on A Dream by Edgar Allan Poe, as his mood is established as pessimistic and hopeless. Throughout the poem A Dream, the speaker provides a hopeless mood to support the meaning. The speaker continuously believes that the reality is horrible and full of darkness. The only source of joy and hope the speaker can find is in their dreams. This hopeless mood displays the speaker's pessimistic feelings and lack of hope, supporting the meaning that reality is terrible and only escapable through dreams.
Events throughout the personal life of Poe also influenced the writing of this poem. Poe wrote A Dream in 1827 when he was going through a difficult time in his life. The year before, he returned home from the University of Virginia after not having enough money. Upon returning, Poe found that his fiancée had become engaged to another man. His relationship with his father was also in turmoil, as their hostility increased, causing Poe to leave. He enlisted into the United States Army. Being in the Army may have also had an influence on his outlook on life, as he was most likely surrounded by his fellow soldiers dying in battle. Clearly, Poe was going through a tragic time in his life, which contributes to the morose tone that he provides in A Dream. Tone. The speaker of A Dream creates this morose tone which shapes the meaning of the poem. It provides a sense of sadness and despair, showcasing the hopelessness of the speaker. Readers can sense the speaker's lack of happiness, creating the morose tone. This supports the meaning as the speaker's despair highlights their terrible reality that is only escapable through dreams.
Several conventions throughout the poem also help the speaker to express their meaning. The antithetical contrast present in lines 1 and 3 contrasts darkness and lightness when the speaker says, "In visions of the dark night," in line 1, and then, "but a walking dream of life and light," in line 3. The contrast between the two opposites, light and dark, shapes the meaning because the contrast between dark and light is similar to the contrast between dreams and reality, in that the two are infinitely different. The speaker finishes the stanza by saying, "hath left me broken-hearted." The conclusion to the antithesis in line 4 contains tactile imagery made by the speaker and describes how a walking dream of life and light has broken the speaker's heart. This illustrates how the speaker feels that the reality the speaker exists in breaks their heart, and that The only way they can escape this horrible reality is through dreams.
The imagery present in line 12 describes a holy dream as a lonely spirit guiding. The description of a dream as a lonely spirit guiding helps to shape the meaning of the poem because, like a lone spirit guiding one through hardships or distracting one from tough situations, dreams are the only way to escape from the nightmare that is reality.
In line 9, the speaker states, that holy dream, that holy dream. And line 11 uses simile to compare the holy dream to a lovely beam when the speaker states, hath cheered me as a lovely beam. The presence of the simile connects a holy dream, one that is pure and righteous, to a lovely beam, which is something coming from the darkness and showing the way, like a form of light. This connection shapes the meaning of the poem because, like a lovely beam of light which displays hope, dreams are the only thing that the speaker can rely on in the midst of a horrible reality. The repetition existing in line 9 when the speaker states, that holy dream, is used to express the speaker's reminiscence and longing for the purity or holiness he finds in his dreams. This convention helps to establish the morose tone of the speaker, contributing to the meaning of the poem with the repetition of the line because it emphasizes how nostalgic the speaker is for his dreams and how they're the only way to escape reality.
Stanza 3 states in line 9, that holy dream, and then in line 12 it says, a lonely spirit guiding. This metaphor, comparing a dream to a lonely spirit guiding, helps to express the meaning of the poem because, similarly to a dream being a lone spirit guiding in the poem, dreams in life can be the only thing that will allow one to escape from a horrible reality.
In line 1 of the poem, it says, in visions of the dark night, which is an example of visual imagery. This description creates an image of darkness, which is used to depict the depressing and hopeless reality that the speaker experiences. This image is utilized by the speaker because, like deep darkness that contains no sign of light, life is a nightmare that is only escapable through dreams.
The meter found in the poem follows iambic and trochaic feet. The majority of lines follow an unaccented-accented pattern, which is known as iambic, and the remaining lines follow an accented-unaccented pattern known as trochaic. In the first stanza, there is no dominant pattern. In the second stanza, mostly iambic is present, and the third and fourth stanzas only contain iambic feet. While meter is an important aspect of this work to appreciate, we found that it does not contribute to the overall meaning of the poem.
In closing, the Gothic and Romantic area that A Dream was written during had a partial influence on the morose tone and hopeless mood of the poem. In addition, personal events during Poe's life at the time the poem was written also had a partial influence on the mood and tone of the poem. And not only this, but the conventions utilized by Edgar Allan Poe within a dream help to express that dreams are the only way to escape the nightmare that is reality.